Hello friends, today I'm going to show you some number properties in JavaScript and how we can use them. Okay, so before we move ahead with the programs, let's have a brief uh, display of what we are going to do. JavaScript number properties. So number properties in JavaScript are special values that represents the limits and special cases of the number type. They are accessed using the number object and cannot be used on number variables directly. So what is the first property? Epsilon. The difference between 1 and the smallest greater than 1 number is known as epsilon. Max value, the largest number possible in JavaScript. Min value, the smallest number possible in JavaScript. Max safe integer, the maximum safe integer which comes between 2 to the power 53 minus 1. Minimum safe integer, the minimum safe integer which is a negative value, so minus 2 to the power 53 minus 1. Positive infinity, infinity return on overflow. Negative infinity, that's negative infinity returned on overflow. Not a number, we all know of that. All right, let's see them in action. So the first one that we are going to view is we are going to test, that is the epsilon. So how do we test the epsilon? So the epsilon property is number dot epsilon. We try to reach the value which is retrieved from this property. Let's run this and see the result. Okay, we got an error here. Okay, so here is a rerun the program, and this shows the value is an epsilon value here. Perfect, so this is epsilon. And let's close this and move ahead to the next one. That is max value. JavaScript max value. So this program will show you the maximum value a JavaScript number can possibly have. Rerun this program and show the output. So the maximum value possible in JavaScript is 1.76 sorry 797693134, and that's an exponential form. I can't read that one. So 79769313486231157 that is exponentiation, and it goes ahead. Now next we will move on to the minimum value of JavaScript. Stop the program, rerun it. So the minimum value possible in JavaScript is 5e minus 324. Okay, so that's the minimum value possible in JavaScript. Now moving ahead to the max safe integer. We know that there is a safe integer value which says that a positive 2 to the power 53 minus 1. Let's run that and look at it. So the maximum value is this one, 90071992547409991. Similarly, we will have a look at the minimum safe integer. Now the minimum safe integer is just the opposite, like a negative 2 to the power 53 minus 1. Seeing that in action. So that is a minus 90071992547409991. Here you go. Okay. Now the next one is positive infinity. Okay. And okay, now looking at the positive infinity, here we have JavaScript infinity, and one is we are printing number dot positive infinity, and the other one we are dividing 1 with 0. Let's see the output. So it's always returning an infinity after the division and also when we are declaring. So you can see that number dot positive infinity is returning an infinity, and 1 divided by 0 is also returning us an infinity. So this is known as positive infinity. Let's move ahead to the next one, that is negative infinity. Now looking at the negative infinity, it's returning us a minus infinity. How is that? Well, one is number dot negative infinity, and the other one is dividing a minus 1 with a 0. That also gives us a negative infinity. Okay, so this thing is continuous, like infinity is a value which keeps on continuing, so that is infinity. Now, the next one we would look at is not a number. Okay, so we mostly know that what is not a number, like if we try to do something with a string value, then it will give us like a not a number. However, let's run this example and have a look at what's the output. Stop debugging. Now it's simply giving us not a number, but what is it trying to do? It's only trying to print number dot not a number, NaN. So number dot NaN will give you a not a number. So anything like, even if you try to do an addition or a subtraction, or let's say if I try to do let uh, say s equals to 1 into string, then I try to print s, that will also give you a not a number, because we are trying to multiply a number with a string, so definitely that answer would be not a number. All right, guys, so that was all about this video. With this, we completed the number properties. We will have a couple of more videos coming in. So until then, stay tuned, stay connected, and happy coding. Thank you.